A little bit about me is basically I was the head of marketing for Sills and Betteridge Solicitors in Lincoln till 2011. I then set up my own company doing digital social media strategy for a variety of businesses, and slowly over time, because my wife's a primary school teacher, we did a lot of work with her school developing their website, setting them up a social media strategy and a digital strategy on mobile, web and on social media, and then basically help the school to implement that strategy. So it was very much an effective, measurable strategy that they wanted to have on different platforms to engage and connect with staff, with pupils and with teachers and obviously parents as well. So it was something that we used a lot of our experience from the years. We're based down on the University of Lincoln here. Our offices are down there. All my employees are graduates from the university. As we've expanded and got bigger and bigger, we've taken people on. We've got content writers, we've got graphic designers, web designers. I've also got now a full-time video editor who can add animation, and you'll see the reason that Ruth invited us here was some of the work we've done has been around safeguarding. I'm sure you all get the safeguarding board bulletins on the different platforms, how to keep children safe on there. Something we felt when we read this with Andrew Sale, who's Ermine Primary headmaster, was that we could script this out, storyboard it, and turn it into animated videos that the teachers could use on their iPads in the classrooms, that they could then repeatedly send out rather than it just being a one-off thing, that it was a piece of printed material. They could then distribute this through Twitter, through Facebook, their YouTube channel that we've developed. In fact, if we go to the YouTube channel, so it's a bigger video when we watch it, you'll see how we helped them over the past year develop their YouTube channel into something that parents can use as a tool, and Ofsted can go and visit and see that e-safety is a central core theme for the school running through everything they do. So safeguarding's part of that. You've got different elements which we'll try and put some context to as we go through. We've developed a digital newsletter now, so the old paper newsletter that used to go out to parents, the odd parent still has it, but we realised that it needed translated into Polish, it needed translated into Latvian. So there was all the different languages, and the whole website that we developed for them had the translate function built into it. So we said, well, why can't you newsletter? Why can't you have a URL that we develop and a newsletter that's HTML based, a web page basically, that you can embed your videos into. So your Snapchat video can go out 1 month in your newsletter. You can then send another month, you can send out different types of video content. You can embed your best Facebook post, your best tweet. It just encourages this whole ecosystem. So if we watch the video, the first one, the series Stay Safe on Snapchat's probably a good example, and how we changed from this to this. Can I just have a quick show of hands? Who's local authority schools in here? Yeah. And independents? Any independent schools? 2 independents. And everybody else academy. Can I see how many academies in here then? Yeah. Right, so that's really one of the drivers of change that we've seen in education is this growth of academies over the last 5 years. And the Board of Trustees that I stand in front of and talk through their proposals and strategies that we prepare for schools are now made up of business people. These are people running a business now. So there's been a real change in that. And also the way people communicate has really, it's changed beyond measure because of digital, the effect of digital, how parents communicate, how they use social media on a daily basis, how your children are now growing up with this and using it. And as much as we want to say, don't use social media, we know they will. They'll find ways to do it. So I think awareness was something we tried to do with that video. Daily basis, we have teachers tweeting either on their iPads in the classroom or on their own phones. They have the Twitter app on. Always seeing opportunities, and that's what we've taught them and we've worked with them on over the last year, is teaching the staff to make this part of their day, not to add more work on, because that isn't what we wanted to do at all, but how do you tell the story of your school? And I don't think there's anything more effective than digital.